Fuse with Ken, an amazing experience. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Fuse. Today, we're exploring the latest trends and insights in digital marketing. Join me as I sit down with seasoned digital marketing experts with a proven track record of success. I'm speaking about Ben Erfan Asgarii. Ben is the founder and CEO of award-winning Dreamers Digital Marketing Agency. Ben has a huge experience with a demonstrated history of working in the online media industry. He's skilled in web development, digital advertising, digital marketing, sales, management, and football coaching. Ben brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table, and I'm excited to share his story and expertise with you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ben Asgarii. How you doing, Ben?
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a pleasure being with you.
Amazing.
And yeah, I hope that we'll be having good things to go through.
Yeah, so how's 2025 been for you?
It was good. It was busy like the previous years was going on well. So we had this couple of months like always busy, especially considering the Ramadan and all this.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Amazing. So let's dive into your story. First things first, I'd like to, start with the first question, which is tell us about your upbringing and your childhood.
So basically, I was in Dubai since I was 7 years old. So my school, everything, I was here in Dubai. It's around like 25 years I'm here.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, being here, I saw like all the things was Dubai going through, like the growth, the new malls happening. So like when I was a teenager, like we had certain like Dubai Festival City was there and Deira City Center.
Okay.
So those were the spots which you go out, hang out with friends and all. Then new malls came up and everything was growing. So with that one, knowing these details about the city, it also helped us in the work as well.
Okay.
Knowing the better understanding of the whole city and all. So yeah, and I have to say that I love Dubai. I really
Amazing.
love it. Wherever I go, and anyone who asks like, do you like Dubai? Is it good and all? I tell them that I'm like the brand ambassador of Dubai. I advertise Dubai at its best.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you saw all the phases of Dubai from when they started all the infrastructural development and all of that. So, as a kid growing up in Dubai, how was it for you at the time? What were those special moments that you really cherished?
In Dubai, like I always believe that Dubai spoils you at any age you are. If you migrate to any other country or anywhere,
All
Dubai
right.
already spoiled you. With comfortableness, with convenience, with the next level of standard of living.
All right.
I had many friends traveling and migrating to Canada, Australia, UK, US, anywhere, like many places, even Germany. But when they go there, they just like, nothing is like Dubai. So that one I experienced it through childhood, since childhood till now. And yeah, I believe like Dubai gives you the next level of convenience and living standard, which of course Dubai is not easy. Dubai is not easy.
Of course.
I mean, if you are here, if you really believe to reach something big, Dubai provides you the platform,
All right.
but it's not going to be easy. You need to try hard for it.
Okay, so if you could talk about those moments as a kid that was definitive into the man you are today, what would be your, experience?
I could say that since childhood, Dubai was like, for me it was too attractive. That's why I was not going to give up on it at any cost. Let me put it this way, that it's like, let's say maybe someone, for example, likes a girl and wants to marry that girl.
Okay.
And she is so pretty and the person likes that girl so much that you will do anything to have her.
Okay.
You will improve your business, you will improve everything to achieve that.
Okay.
Dubai, for me, at least gave me this one since childhood, that it's too good that I don't want to give up on it and I want to achieve whatever I can at its best in here. So those moments were a lot. The moments that I could see, the points that, like, I'm a very dreamy person. I visualize everything. I dream about everything. I imagine everything. And Dubai, I have a best friend which we always talk about all these, and I say that Dubai provides you the physical thing which you could dream it. maybe if we are any other country, we cannot see it by eyes, by
Okay.
real eyes. We need to just imagine that moment or that frame. But for me, at least since childhood, I could see that moment. If it's a yacht, if it's a supercar, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
If whatever it is, I could see it by my own eyes.
All right.
That gave me a very good, feasible and tangible benchmark of achieving that. And that was in front of my eyes since childhood. I could see all the things could be my goal. I could see them. Oh, I want this. I want it. Oh, I want this color of, let's say, Bentley, Ferrari, whatever. So whatever was there, I could see it and it was feasible.
Okay, amazing. So growing up as a kid, how was, the support from your family? I mean, your parents.
To be honest, I was like from a, let's say, a medium family.
All right.
We were not so too rich, and we were not. It was a medium thing. They supported me throughout the things that they had to, but I believe after 18, even in my future life, I mean, like when I get married, now I'm not married, but when I get married and all, if I have a child, till 18, I'm gonna support. After that, also, I'm gonna support, but I'm not gonna do everything. He has to stand on his own feet.
Okay.
So till that point, yeah, they supported me at all the means, by all the means they could, and I appreciate that. And I always have in mind that, like, if when I was 7, if my father didn't migrate from to Dubai, now I was not here. I'm that type of person that I cannot forget. I have a very strong memory that, and I think about these details. That if that age, if he doesn't migrate, I couldn't be here now as well.
Okay.
So they supported me with all the things they could, and yeah, I tried to stand on my own.
Okay, so growing up, you were able to establish that you had a very good support from your family, and you're so much in love with Dubai. Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And let's look at your journey. When did your journey start as a young man into chasing those dreams?
Should I go
Because you like to dream, according to you.
Yeah. Should I go very back during high school?
Yes, of course. We want to know the
Okay.
real you.
Okay.
What really happened?
Cool. Me, I always wanted money.
Everyone wants money, actually.
But I really wanted it bad.
How bad?
To the extent that even in high school, okay, let's say if you consider 30 people,
All right.
and if there was 3 people who earned money in that age, one of them was me. And what I was doing was I would try to start and see where is the opportunity to sell something. Even I was selling something to all my classmates. There was certain small things that you could create and make it and sell it. And I was selling that. It was like a Scooby-Doo, something of such type, I think. I don't know what was the name. So I was doing that. Then from school that happened. And if I want to tell you, since that time from high school till now, maybe I have tried 20 different jobs.
20?
Yeah.
How old are you? How old are you
Yeah.
actually?
I'm 32.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And you've tried 20 jobs?
Yeah. 20 different, totally different. From drawing, from painting, everything. You can't believe. I was studying very good. I mean, like, I was not studying too much, but I was studying a little, but my marks was good.
All right.
My marks was so good that then I got admission for dentistry. So I got admitted to dentistry university, dentistry college.
Okay.
So I studied 1 year and a half for dentistry. During even my studying, I was buying some USBs, the USB flash memories that we were using it a lot.
Yeah.
I was buying it, I think 12 dirhams, and I was selling it on Amazon 45 dirhams. And I was studying. So I never remember sometimes that I was not doing anything. I was doing something to get money. So one after I went to the dentistry for 1 year and a half, and then I see, no, it's taking too much of my time. And I'm a type of person which is very agile, very quick. I'm not that patient. I want it more rapid. I see that if I want to study dentistry and then 5 years and then I have to work for 2 years for free. It was not my type. For me, it was not a thing that I could do it.
Okay.
Let me tell you about the painting. It's a very interesting part.
Seems you like this one.
Yeah, it remembers me of the painting.
All right.
So at that time I was 17, I think, or 18, before college even. So my girlfriend, I had a girlfriend. She gave me a painting, a canvas. It was not too difficult. It was an illustration of a guy and a girl, like they were hugging each other. And it was only illustration and lines, so it was very easy. I had that. She gifted it to me. I said, what did I do? I said, okay, this is too easy. Can I draw this as well? I was thinking on this. Then I bought a canvas. I started to redraw the same lines on the new canvas. I started painting it. Same time, I put the photo of the first one on Dubizzle. I priced it 800 dirhams. Suddenly, someone called me, and I was just 17. That was one of the first biggest monies I got. The guy said, like, "Do you have this painting for sale?" I said, "Yeah, it's still available, but now I'm in Abu Dhabi," and I was in Dubai, because it was not ready.
Okay.
Then he's like, I want it. I said, "Okay, next week I'll come to Dubai." I said, "Okay." Next week, which was like, okay, I did the painting. I painted it. It was dry. All was good. I said, "I'm back in Dubai. Do you want it still?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, where should I deliver it to?" He said, "Come to Deira City Center, parking there." I said, "Okay." I went there. I gave him the painting, the new one which I drew.
Yeah.
And he gave me the 800 dirhams. And I said, "Thank you," and then bye. And that was one of the first, you see, so that was not my main field.
Okay.
And I had many of these things which was not my main line of expertise or anything. But I knew that, okay, on that moment, maybe I can earn money from that, and I did. So during my journey, this happened a lot. But then went through the dentistry, then I see that that's not my type. I always loved business and marketing. I shifted to marketing.
Okay.
Then I get out of the university. I didn't study.
You dropped out?
Yeah.
Why?
I wanted money faster than the study.
You seem to love money so much.
Yeah. And I was not too patient to spend 8 years for that and then starting to get anything.
But if you are to talk to your younger self right now, or if you could redo this again at maybe 17, would you drop out?
I don't suggest this for everyone, but for people that if you do that, then you gonna be trying hard to get what you want without that one. Because for me, I believe educational systems for all around the world, they are so good, and they will prepare you for what it's planned for. They will prepare you to be like a dentist. They will do it for you. They will prepare you to be a general manager. They'll prepare you to be a HR manager, and that would be all. The magic, for me at least, it happens. I believe it happens when you start self-studying something.
Okay.
When I started self-studying the things that I think I can monetize it, then that time I got money. Even when I was 17, I earned money from the painting, but I didn't earn money from chemistry.
Okay.
Put zinc and then put potassium.
But at least you had knowledge, isn't it?
Yeah. And but for the painting, I didn't have anything. I self-studied. I learned it by myself.
Now, listening to your story, I would say that you're a young man, that you are really passionate about money. Yeah. It's been a long time I heard someone talk about money, the way you talk about money, your love for money. But let's look at, when you found your purpose. Yeah. At what point would you say, okay, Ben, I think I found my purpose in life? At what point in your life did you find your purpose?
There was a turning point in my life, which it was around 2018-19, where I established the company as well. Because before that, I was working as a freelance, as marketing specialist and marketing, consultant. In 2019, it was my birthday, and my friend and the other friend, they invited me for a restaurant so that we celebrated. We were just 3. When they said, okay, make a birthday wish, I made a birthday wish, and that birthday wish was a turning point. What was that? I said, and it was only one. I didn't make it 2, 3. I just made one single wish. And I was like, God, make me so, let's say, how do I say it in English? Let's say I said, God, love me so much that I would be the bridge of making your blessings reach other people as well.
Oh.
And that time the company was 3 people, and now we are 40-something people.
Amazing.
Yeah. So the growth was rapid in few years. We grew more than we could because we didn't take any funds, any investment, nothing. We just grew organically. And at that point onwards, I found that I like this to happen. I tried so hard for the things I want to achieve, and I love the fact to make it reach other people as well through the company and all. And from that point onwards, I saw many things happening. Many signs. I'm a person that I see signs. Oh, that's a sign, that's a sign, that's a sign. If you wanted to hear that, I'll tell you about the signs that I noticed after that exact day, which I told you.
Go ahead, tell us. You're actually here to tell us your story, so go ahead, please.
Okay, so I'll tell you what happened. My dream car, it was and still it is, because I didn't buy it.
So you love money, you love cars as well, luxury or fast cars?
I'm not that passionate about cars, but the Bentley, which is my favorite, yeah, that
Okay.
one
Because if you love money, you
excites
should
me.
love fast cars
Yeah,
or
yeah,
luxury cars,
yeah.
of course.
The reason I love money is I believe that money makes people happy. When you have a good intention, with money you can make people happy. You can buy happiness. You can buy comfortness.
You can buy happiness with money?
There is a sentence that says that crying in a Bentley is much better than crying in a Corolla, right?
Okay.
life is
All
not
right.
life is not gonna promise you that you're not gonna cry or you're not gonna everything will be perfect. No, but of
But actually you
course,
would cry, but it's better if you cry with money.
yeah,
I see.
you can manage it better. You have more power to handle it. In school, they didn't teach us this. They said education is better than money. No, if I have 3 PhD and I have 2 dirhams, they'll not give me a McDonald's. Why is it good?
But you talking about money right now. It just awakened something in my mind. And what's your perception about money? How do you see money? Because you love money.
Yeah, money. I believe money is a thing which everyone, even for maybe a government, a company, a family, money gives power. Money is one of the most energetic things in the world. It's too energetic. It's too valuable. Anyone who ignores it, he's not so honest with himself. No, money is not important for me. It's not possible.
You
It's not
think so?
possible. Yeah, money is important for anyone. Everyone is important. Or else, like you go to a place which the person is just like is totally out of the concept of the today's world and the modern life and all. He's living in a somewhere out there in a village or somewhere. He's enjoying his life, the nature, the mountains and all. But mainly money could drive many things. It could start many things. Ideas can start with it. Lives can happen with that. Imagine like a family which doesn't have money. How can they survive? You tell me. How can they survive? How can they start a family without that money? I don't mean that for money we do anything. I don't mean that we put it at priority and we forget everything. No. But I mean we could keep in mind that that's an important thing. But we need to try for it, plan for it, and we need to stay to the healthy way of achieving it. The healthy way of achieving it. Not to close our eyes and then do anything for achieving it. No. But it's important. It's more important than we think. I believe that it is.
Okay, so let's go back to when you started your entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
Because obviously, it's very clear that you loved money, and you didn't want to work for someone, right? You wanted to chase your goals yourself, and you said on your birthday you made a wish.
Yeah.
So tell us, at what point in your life did you start your entrepreneurship journey?
Okay.
What was that turning point? When did you start it?
In the beginning, when I started I had of course couple of clients. Okay, I had just 2 clients which I was working on a freelance base with them.
Okay.
And I had an uncle which I really love him. He's a very nice person, and mashallah, he had all the monies he could earn. He has like maybe 8 to 10, 12 homes, villas, whatever. He already earned the money he needed.
Okay.
So when it got to me, he's a very nice person, but because he wanted to protect me also, and I was very young, I was just like maybe 22 or something. Whatever ideas I would tell him and all, he was like, this idea would not work. If it was good, someone else would do it. So I was like, no. I'm a very energetic person, and these things, I know that it would cut my energy. So one point I remember that he was like, why do you want to do this job? It's not a good thing. Change your line. Do something else. Because now you have 2 clients. How many you can handle? 3, 4? How much they gonna pay? 10,000? And I clearly remember, and I always tell him, I remember that time I told him, what if they would be 50, 60 clients? I remember that. And now currently that we are speaking, we have around 40 active clients. Active. So the thing that I had in mind, and it was a point which last year we had around 60 clients, by the way, actively. So the thing that which I had only in mind, and that was only thing I had. I was only 2 active clients, and I was thinking of 50 clients, and my uncle was like, why 2 clients? What does it?
So at that point, when even your uncle told you, do something else.
Yes.
But what made you feel like you could do this? What made you feel like, okay, I can do this particular field, I can actually make money here, despite the hurdles and the challenges you were facing at the time?
That's a turning point, by the way, yeah? If that point I give up, done. It's game over.
So why didn't you give up?
I believe dream is the art of seeing something which only you can see it. Dream is the art of seeing that it's only visible for you and you can see it. That moment, the dream I had in mind was visible for me. I could see it, and it was the art of me seeing it, but my uncle couldn't see it. It was for me. That dream, I could see it, but my uncle even couldn't see that. It was for me. So that moment, I could see that this could happen, but my uncle couldn't believe that this would happen. So I was 100% sure that it would happen, but my uncle didn't have this opinion. That's why I didn't get affected by his comment. I respected it. I said, yeah, yeah, okay, okay. But I did my own thing. I stick to my dream. I never gave up. In any condition I was, I have to tell you this. I have to highlight this. And if anyone can hear this, like if they watch it, they have to know that by no price give up on the dream you can see. By no price. If you see that dream, it will happen. But you need to stick to it. You need to stick to it. Not people's opinion, no money, no, I don't know. Nothing can stop you. In every condition I was, I'll tell you something which, okay, this is my first podcast, by the way. I never attended the podcast. So
Okay.
I would say it here and let's see. So it's good. Maybe someone can take help from this also. Because it's, I believe every person's journey and experience has something to add to someone else's journey.
A positive impact, obviously.
Yeah. My parents divorced. My mother got a very bad illness. Myself, I got, my hand was getting numb, senseless. From here, I went to doctor. He said, if you stress out this much, if you get angry, and if you do this, you will get MS. So
That was serious.
yeah, and I had to 1 year of my life, I was not waking up by alarm, because when I wake up suddenly, I still start feeling the feeling over here in my hand, the numbness. So the solution that I had was wake up whenever your body wakes up. Don't wake up with alarm, because if I wake up suddenly, my hand starts paining. 1 year I didn't take tea, karak, or any type of tea or coffee at all. No, 1 year no fizzy drinks. 1 year no sad songs. I loved sad songs, sad maybe like it's blues or something. I couldn't listen to it.
Why?
My hand was like an alarm. Whenever anything negative or anything sad or down happens around me, it started to feel bad. And it was interesting that when I was listening to blues or little sad songs, it started. So I said, okay, don't do it. So it was like a notification for me. No sad songs, no fizzy drinks, no coffee, no tea, no karak, nothing for 1 year.
How was life for you that 1 year?
You see how I controlled or controlled myself. It was not a smooth journey. My parents divorced. I dropped out also from university. What else? My hand got like this. My mother got a very bad illness. That was very critical. Any single of this could be enough for me. Say, okay, give up, khalas, done. What do you want to do? Go do something easy, something simple. Take some amount of money specific, khalas, do it. Nothing, you cannot expect more than this from yourself. And I would like to tell you something which I never, and no one knows it. No one knows it. Even the staff, no one knows it, but it's okay, I'll tell you. When I was 7 years old, I was having, these big guns that you go for, you go for hunting.
Yeah.
There was a toy version of it. It was toys. I was a child, so it was a toy version of it.
Okay.
It was not that strong or big, but it was like that. I was 7 years old. It was 1 year before we moved to Dubai. 2 years before we moved to Dubai. There was small pieces of, let's say, ceramic pieces.
Okay.
I was putting inside it, and I was looking into it to see that it's fitted there or not. I don't know where. Now I don't know what I was doing, but I knew that I was looking so that I see it's fitted there or not.
All right.
I would do this. I would look at it, and then I would shoot it from this side of the living room to the other side of the living room. I was playing around. It was like 7 p.m. My family is sitting, and this was my game. I was doing. I would do, and then I'd go get it again. One moment when I put one of these ceramic pieces like there inside, and I put this one and I looked at it to see if it's fitted well or not, it hits my eyes. I'm looking into it and it hits. And 3 levels of my, retina or whatever here, the iris or something, was done. 3-4 times I had to go for surgeries and all, like till couple of years, then this, then that. And my eyes was like the sight was around maybe like totally 80% gone. And that still till now it's the same way. This eyes of mine, it doesn't have full vision and sight. It's like it has 20% sight. This one, the left one. Why I'm telling you all this is that there had been some challenges which, if I was a type of person which I wanted to think of the downsides or the negative happenings or some unexpected things happening, I had to stop. I had to say, wait, what do you want to do? Wait, first fix this one, fix this one, fix that one, fix this one. You know what do I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing of those stopped me.
Yeah. So if you could talk to a young person watching this show right now, all right, probably facing life's difficulties.
Yeah.
You just, opened up about, and thank you for actually opening up. I really like the honesty. If you could talk to that young person, probably both parents divorced now or sick, or there's no support from family, life is very tough. You could actually relate with the person because you went through those challenging moments. What piece of advice would you give to that person watching this?
I would tell them that I'm a very kind of, I could say, religious person. I am really. I do pray, all these, yeah, and no one maybe thinks of that. If you see my Instagram also, you don't think I do that. I would tell them that put God first and be sure that you are in the safe hands. In any of these things happening for me, I knew that I'm in safe hands. I knew that he gonna sort it out. And believe. So just believe that it would help you. Believe that you gonna that dark. If you want to see the brightness, you have to go through darkness so that you have a good understanding of the both sides. Go through it. Go through it. You would pass it, but just don't give up. Believe in His assistance and go forward. Nothing can stop you that way.
Okay, amazing. So as we dive into the show further, because you have a very amazing story, I want you to tell us, okay, when you started your journey into digital marketing, what are those challenges you faced earlier on?
In the beginning, you mean?
Yes.
In the beginning, of course, like first of all, it was before Corona, so no one was too friendly with digital marketing and digital ecosystem and all. It was more difficult. Another challenge. So first, I had to educate them to tell them, no, it would help your business. Do it.
All right.
The other challenge that we faced was that it was fresh. They wanted to see samples. They said, okay, do you have a sample? For which brands have you done it? You know what do I mean? So that was a second challenge as well. Which, again, all these was sorted out by talking with them. So I was just trying to explain them that it would happen like this. We have done it for them. We've done it for this, but for you, it should be a different way. So by conversation and negotiation, it was fixed. But yeah, those two was one of the two main challenges in the beginning of the journey, because they needed to see more samples, and also they wanted to know that this really helps them.
Okay, so how did you navigate those challenges when you began your journey?
As I told you, I did many self-studies, many books. I don't know, arts of negotiation, challenges of negotiation. To be honest, if I want to be very honest when I think of it now, my negotiation with them could help it. And this was a thing, again, they never teach us anywhere. In school, in university, they never taught us that, okay, do negotiate this way. Do talk with people this way. But I studied a lot. So one of the things I would like to tell, if even 10 people watches us or 2 people can get assistance from this, study on communication, how to ask from people, how to convince people. And so I believe the main thing which that time it could sort it out was to negotiate with them and explain them that really helps them. Okay. And we could really help them to sort that issue for them.
Okay. Now, you spoke about, the fact that you read books,
Yeah.
all right? You did self-learn. What particular book would you say changed your life?
The Secret from Rhonda Byrne. That one is a book which mentally took me to a next level. Because I believe that, okay, life is this way. And another thing was Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. And another one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These three was like three books which it really helped. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, and The Secret.
There's a particular question I actually, when I was preparing for this show, I prepared. But in course of our conversation, I realized that okay, I think I actually know the answer, but I'll still ask the question. Maybe you
Sure.
might have a different view. What wakes you up in the morning?
What wakes me up in the morning? Maybe you expect it's money, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the destination could have money in it, but as I told you in the beginning, also before we start the show, I told you sometime I believe that from one point onwards, I felt that when you do something and then the money follows. When you are prepared, when you are working hard for it, when you are prepared, money follows you. No need
Oh,
to chase it. The thing that wakes me up in the morning, mainly if I want to make it very short, it would be the projects and missions and the goals I have ahead of me. Because every time I come up with new ideas, and then those ideas I want to execute it. So what wakes me up is not the things that I've been doing before, but the goals or the projects or the ideas that I know when it's done perfectly, again, more money can come. It's
okay.
not directly money, it would get to there.
All
You get
right.
my point?
Amazing. So let's look at something here. Your biggest motivating factor. What would you say that is?
I would tell you something which 2 years back I reached to that point, to this level of thinking, that to this specific thing. One thing which really makes me excited, it's more than the money itself. I forget everything about it. What is it? There is one person I see, he is not here in Dubai, he's in another country.
Okay.
He has a factory. But the rule to hire you, to get hired in that factory, is to have a background issue. To have a background issue. Everywhere you want to go and work, they say no, we will not hire you because you have a background issue in the police, in the some place. For this guy, he hires only and only the people who have background issue, and who or the ladies who are not having a good supervisor. Maybe like their parents passed away or their husband passed away or whatever. One of the biggest visions and the goals I have in mind, which I hope I would make it happen in the next 3 years or something, is to start a business. Like could be a factory or a workshop or something which needs normal level of labor and workforce, so that those people who have background issue, and they don't want to go back to that issues that they had, and ladies that they have supervisory issues, their
Okay.
parents or someone passed away, to hire those people and let them work and earn sufficient money.
Okay.
This one thing, it pushes me more than anything. This,
So
and I think,
that's your biggest motivating
yeah,
factor.
yeah. I want that to happen, to
Amazing.
make that difference.
So, when I listen to your story, I would say your story is very touching, of course, and it has a lot of resilience, dedication, hard work, commitment. But what particular experiences would you say that you had earlier on in your life that actually, when you experienced that, you felt, okay, if I could experience this, my life must change? What particular experience would you say shaped you basically?
2019, the first year and 3 months after the company was established. It was 2019, and I was in the first office that I had in Bay Square, Business Bay. It was a business center. I was sitting in the office, was evening, 8 p.m. and all, with my friend. Suddenly I saw on YouTube there is a music type of concert in a stadium with 100,000 people singing that song. It was a Persian singer, Iranian singer. I said, who's this guy that 100,000 people is singing with him? He's this famous and this much in demand? This is trendy? I said, let's have a concert for him. Let's have a music concert for him? My only background in concert or event management goes back to 2014, where I was working in a TV station. It was a satellite TV station, which they were also doing some event management. But I was
Okay.
just seeing it. I didn't do anything about managing or organizing the event. That was the only experience I had. My friend said, yes, let's do it. I said, yeah, let's do it. And 40 days after that, we put the concert in Dubai World Trade Center, 1,200 people, sold out. 40 days after that night, which we were just excited and said, yeah, let's do it. That night, it was not an easy night. That project was not an easy project. Now we want to have a birthday party, 1 week we need to plan for it. What we want to do, who we want to invite, what we want.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing. It was for me, at least for us, because it was the first experience. I was just 20 something. We had many challenges. Many people who were older, like, event organizers with more experience, they didn't want us to do this
Okay.
because it has like a niche market that they don't let people come into that market segment easily. They tried their best to make us go down. We had to sponsor 90,000 dirhams, and they went and they spoke with those sponsors. Don't do this because the concert is going to get cancelled. Don't do it. Oh my God, really? So they tried their best so that they do something so that we fall. But I told you, if he wants to support you, he would do it. There was a night that we had to pay, I don't know, maybe 40,000 something to, I think it was World Trade Center or someone. So we gave the check and we had to do it. So we were selling the tickets already. We were putting all the money we had because they backstabbed us. They were going and talking with the sponsors also. We had to don't be sponsor because they're gonna cancel it. One night when we went to cash deposit all the money for the tomorrow's check to be cleared. For example, imagine the check was 45,400. 45,400. Okay? We went to deposit all the cash inside the machine. All the money we had, me and my friend, every money we had, we put. I don't know how much it was. It's 80,000, 60,000. When we deposit everything, that night we just had 100 dirhams.
100 dirhams?
100 dirhams. We were injecting all the money we had. It was too much. Only the venue was 200,000 dirhams. It was like 8 years back, I think. So the amount of the check was 45,000, let's say 400. And all the cash we had was 45,500. So he kept 100 dirham for us that night till tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, there was ticket selling. We'll jump up again. But that night till it finishes and we cleared the check, we had only 100. But look at the number. I believe that nothing is just like it happening by itself. Nothing is by chance. There is some certain equations and numbers behind it. So the money that we had was just 100 dirham more than the check we had to clear. All this went through. We reached to the night of the concert. 1,200 people came. It was a sold out. 30 minutes before the show starts, the mixer was broken. The mixer was broken. If the mixer is broken, the concert gets cancelled. What we want to do? 1,200 people is outside. World Trade Center is there. Everyone is going on. What should happen now? The artist manager called me. He said, "Come." I said, "Yeah." He said, "The show is cancelled tonight." He said, "What? There is 1,200 people. What do you mean? We spent around 500,000. He said, "It's cancelled." I went to the person who was for Dubai World Trade Center. I told him, I think his name was Sandeep Jitish, something like that. I said, "Bro, the artist manager is saying the show is getting cancelled." Well, I swear I see in his mouth, when you get stressed, your lips get dried.
Yeah.
I saw that in his lips. He's like, he was so stressed because it was bad also for the venue.
Yeah.
He said, no, I fix it now. Less than 30 minutes, one other mixer was there in the venue. Friday, it was too much traffic. World Trade Center, the mixer should have been coming from Sharjah, I think. Till now, after 6-7 years, I don't know how did this mixer come. I don't know from where. I don't know anything. I just know that night it should happen, and the mixer was replaced with another mixer, and the show went on. When the mixer came to the venue, again, this artist manager called me. He said, "Come, I'll tell you something." He said, "You know why did I do that? If I don't tell you it's cancelled, today was going to get cancelled." This was one of the biggest lesson which no one could even give me or any book could give me, and I had to experience it till I reached this point. The lesson he teach me it was something which I was like, oh my God, what is he teaching? I learned it. Now look, what did he do? Because of something to happen, he spanked it so hard. He said, "It's cancelled." Everyone was scared, and then it didn't cancel. And he told me, he said, "If I didn't tell you it's cancelled, it would get cancelled." I had to do that so that everyone is pressured so that it would work. And when I learned that in my next negotiations in my Remise Digital Marketing agency, when we meet the clients, now I'm so strong. After that, I was so stronger. When they say that, okay, can we have a this? I said, no, sorry, it's cancelled. We cannot. I didn't have this power before that. I
Okay.
was like a nice person. Yeah, we will do something. We can negotiate on it. Yeah, it's okay. After that, 2019, 1st November 2019, I was totally another person. I was transformed. I was transformed from a person which was very nice, very negotiable. Yeah, we can flexible. On a very tough one, go and get what you want. I was leveled up to a next level of aggressiveness, achieving something that you have to get it. Because this guy teach me that, okay, look, it will get cancelled. Cancel, خلاص, cancel.
Listen to your story. I could tell that 2019 was a very remarkable year for you.
Yeah.
And in 2019, your company was actually awarded top 50 marketing agencies. How was that experience for you, and how did that achievement, affect your company?
Uh, yeah, that year this happened as well. That when this happened, it gave me and the team at that time, we were maybe only we were very small. Maybe now that time it was 6 7 people. We got confidence. We got more confidence
After
about.
receiving that award?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We got more confidence and more confident about what we are doing. We were sure that, okay, what we were doing, we're noticed somewhere. Someone noticed us. We see that, okay, the things we are doing is getting noticed somewhere. So yeah, that added to what we were doing, to the belief we had and all. And by the way, these things we never planned for it. I mean, like, we were not planning to get this. We were not planning to for many things. That's why I told you sometimes indirectly it happens.
Okay.
We are busy with what we are doing, and suddenly something happens, and you this happens for you. For us also, this happened without any plan. We were not planning for it, but yeah, it added to our belief, to our confidence of what we were doing. Yeah, and exactly as you said, it was again 2019, which was a year which was, it had many happenings.
Okay, so if you could actually talk to someone that's trying to start off their digital marketing or advertising journey, what are those skills or qualities do you think they must be aware of, or
I
they
would
must possess?
I would tell them, if I believe there is, like, I could segment people to two. One, people who want to get fast money and reach somewhere fast without any background, without any credit, without any even future. Some people know they want to build something for a long run with credit, with what you call it, with being clear and transparent with people and good credit score. I suggest people to go for the second one, to build something with honesty, with clear image, with clear expectations. In our field, unfortunately, there are many. Sometimes I could say many times it's happening that agencies overpromise to the clients.
Okay.
If we do this campaign, you will sell 10 million dirhams, for example, and it will never happen. Me and us in Dreamize, we never did that. And I suggest people, if you, as you said, if they want to start the journey of such type in anywhere around the world, Dubai or anywhere, if you're really thinking long term, if you're really caring about your brand image and your future, be honest with the client. Keep honesty in your priority. Tell them the honest things that they could expect from you, from the campaign, from your deliverables, and that's it. Don't overpromise, because for that can affect your whole brand image in long run.
Okay. Now let's look at industry, insights and trends. Let's look at AI and what AI would do or is doing to the digital marketing space. What's your perspective of that?
I believe AI is like what was happening when internet was launched. When the beginning internet was launched and internet was available for everybody to use around the world, everyone was like, oh, so internet is going to make me retire. They're going to fire me. What's going to happen? Internet is doing everything. I don't have to look for the files. They will search it on the internet. Same thing is going with AI, I believe, but with a more rapid and more strength and strongness. AI can assist and help many people in our field, in digital marketing as well.
How?
It could speed up the process. Many things now can happen with AI, which was, let's say, now currently we do have it also in our agency. Before, if you want to have a voiceover on a piece of advertisement, we had to bring someone to do a voiceover and then we edit it. And now there is millions of websites which you could just in 10 seconds you will get the best voiceover you want.
So is that taking out someone's job?
That's the bad part of it, which it could, but I believe like that's what is happening. So we cannot stop it with no ways, because we don't have the power. They are doing it. It's going on. So I believe for that part of it, which it would be affecting some people's job and position and all, uh, some people should be changing and upgrading their skills. However, I'm sure some people will get sacrificed and will have no way in this field.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at setbacks, because when I look at you, Ben, I look at a young man that despite what life threw at you, you were still able to, face life, head on, despite the struggles, the challenges. I could relate to your journey. And one thing is very important here. You had lots of setbacks, even when you started your own business, okay? And you narrated about, one setback you had at the World Trade Center, none of that. But let's look at setbacks. In your journey so far as a businessman, as a CEO of a company, doing, remarkably well, how do you overcome setbacks? What strategies do you have, basically? Because someone watching this right now
Yeah.
probably struggling, with their business, their career, and thinking, okay, I always really encounter setbacks, challenges, hurdles. So what are your strategies to overcome setbacks?
I could, if let's say, segment this to two parts. I would say that, as I told you in the beginning, I tried 20 different things, at least 20 different things. Okay, 20 different fields, from painting to this to that to this. So first, I could say that don't be afraid of falling. Don't be afraid of failing, even. Because you will fail and you will stand up. You will fail and you will stand up. But it's the important point is that when you fall, you stand up. Because many of us, when we fall, we don't stand up. It's like, "Khalas, so we have to sit, we have done. We fall, we lost." So failing or falling and then standing up, that point that you stand up is important. Maybe I told you, if I did 20 job, maybe the 20 didn't work, but the 21st one worked.
Okay.
And the 21st one happened when the last 20 times, when I fall, I stood up. So when they fall, they stand up. When we fall, we should stand up. That's the difficult part. And then, in case, like, we have to, they have to notice, I believe, and measure that is the thing that made them fall, does it work, trying to push it for more, or they have to change direction.
Okay.
When you see a project is falling or failing, maybe it's not meant to happen. Maybe it was not a good choice. Of course, me also, or no one maybe decided. Even Tesla had failed projects. Google is having the most failed projects. Check the failed projects of Google. Oof, more than 100 failed projects. When they see that a project or an idea might fall or might fail, let it fall, let it fail, it's okay. Try the other one. If you see that there is no hope for that one, measure it, see it, check it, notice it, monitor it. If it's not a good idea, close it, close the chapter, go for the next chapter. So if they do this, I suggest them take these two sections. That first, consider, measure if that project or idea is working well. If it's not, close the chapter, let it fall, let it fail, forget about it. And the next idea, the next thing which you think it would work. And be sure when you go in this loop of not giving up and keeping trying, one of those trials will end up with the result.
Amazing. I think someone watching this took some notes, because we live in a world where, especially for young people, we are so scared of failure. And like you said, when we fail,
Yeah.
we don't stand up. We just sit there in self-pity, agony, crying, and just waiting for someone to help us. But from your explanation here, we just need to stand up, pick up the pieces, move on. All right. Now, let's look at your journey, basically. What kind of impact do you hope to make in the world with the business that you do?
Our vision from 2 years back is to be the biggest and the first and the biggest social media agency in the world. In the world, not even Middle East. And the vision is very big, and it's a difficult one, and it could be scary also. The impact I would like to have with our business to people and in the world is to show them that I really don't like the fact. I know maybe some people don't like this, which I say, but I really don't like it when there is no honesty in a work. Over promises, I don't like it. I never did this in Dreamice. We never did it. If you do this video, you will get 10 million dirham sales. Why should I say that when it doesn't? You know what? I hate that. And sometimes I lost, by the way, deals. I lost many things on it. I gave up on it. My uncle, one of my uncles, he always says, he says, in certain cases, you don't have to be dishonest. If you are dishonest, you will lose it. I said, I don't, okay, let me lose it. I don't want that. So I like that moment that I could show or I could reflect that without doing those tricks and being straight, being straightforward, being honest, it could work. It did. Because many businesses or teams or different sectors of activities, they try to overpromise and all, but thank God we never did it, and it went forward. So yeah,
Looking at your journey, Ben, I could tell that you're someone that likes to take risk, right?
yeah.
A lot of risk. So tell us, how do you approach risk taking and experimentation in your business?
Risk taking. I'm a person that I really rely on my intuitions. When I feel from my heart that I have to do it, I do it. I read many books. In this book, it says something good. It says, take the big decisions not with your brain, with your heart. And it says why is he saying that is he says the job of your brain is to think, to calculate. If I do this, maybe I will follow. If I go there, maybe it's hot, maybe it's that's the duty, that's the responsibility of your brain. He says if you decide the big decisions with your brain, he's going to keep thinking, and you're never gonna decide well. You think too much. The huge decisions, big decisions of life, take it with heart. This is why it says in the what do you call it in this book. But me personally, I do that, but because I'm a very logical person as well, again I get back to my brain. But at the end of the day, my heart will take the risk. The risk I take it exactly when I feel that no, there is a chance. I could see the light. Go on, and the heart takes me. My brain doesn't take me in that moment. The risk which I take, which I think maybe for many people is the same thing, I'm not sure. But for me, my heart takes the risk, not my brain. Because my brain says, no, don't jump. It's scary. Don't jump. Oh, it's hot. It's cold. But my heart doesn't understand it. When he feels that there is a hope or there is a light, it would go.
So what's the greatest risk you've taken so far in your business or in your life?
I could say the same 2019 concert, and it was a one huge one, and it was because we didn't have any experience, and there were many people, and it was 4 years that no Persian music concert was there in Dubai. 4 years because of certain reasons they were not giving the permit, and everyone was saying, "You will not get the permit. Why are you trying?" I said, "We will get it," and we got it after 4 years. So that risk was big because we didn't have anyone behind us. And people were attacking us. They didn't want us. They wanted us to fall. So that was one of the huge ones.
Okay, so still talking about your business, digital marketing. What are the misconceptions in your industry that you like to clarify here?
One point which is very important is that many, let's say, I could say the businesses, they think that the only thing that, like, if they start a digital marketing with in-house or with an agency or with something, that's it. They're gonna have 10 other branches in 6 months, which is totally not that. It's not totally that. It could affect, it could help. Of course, it's a marketing, it's effective, it could assist them, but it's not the only thing. Maybe their pricing is not good. Maybe their location is not good. Many factors are there. So one of the main things which it's really a bold thing is that many people, they think that okay, when we start this, the magic is going to happen, which is not true. There is many things beside this. This is a piece of puzzle which would be there, and there is other pieces of the puzzle to be there as well.
Amazing. And let's also look at the best advice you've gotten as regards digital marketing, and where did you get that from?
That I got it from who, you mean?
I think maybe because sometimes we remember the bad things that happens to us or the kind of bad things that we hear.
Yeah.
If you don't remember the best advice you got, how about the worst advice?
The worst and the best. The worst one. From the clients could be, right?
Yeah. From clients, family,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. The worst one was this recently. I have I have two uncles. One of them
You
is
seem to have some very good relationship with your
yeah,
uncles. They,
yeah,
they give you a lot of,
we communicate a lot. He was like, because when I was maybe, how old I was? I was maybe 14, 15. My other uncle, the older one, he had a studio. Basically, he had a studio and he was working with TV channels and all in Dubai. So he was into these things. He was into editing videos and all. So I know how to do it. By the way, I know all of it. Editing videos, graphics, all I know. So the journey of me started from where I started to do everything, and then I was selling it, and then I was doing it. Even I could design a website by myself, a proper one. So that time when I was 14, 15, he bought me a PC, a computer, and then with Avid Liquid, there was like a video editing software. He teach me how to use it and all. So that time he put this in my mind that I like this field. So
Yeah.
this time, like it was 2 weeks back, I told him, yeah, I remember, like that, the thing that you did that time, it really affected me. Maybe you teach me how to do video editing and also it pushed me towards this field maybe. So yeah, I remember always this. He's like, yeah, but you didn't learn the best part. I said, what was the best part? He's like, the creativity. The things you are making is not creative at all. It's like I said, I was saying something good. That was I was saying something nice. Well, why are you saying this for me? And basically, it's not like that. Our contents are very creative, but his opinion was like, no, it's not creative because he's always seeing the negatives. So that could be the worst. And the best one we got, best compliments we had a lot. That like the clients were like saying they are having a reliable team beside themselves, very creative, very on point, and some of them like they had one branch, then they expanded to 3, 4 branches. We had these ones like regularly happening.
Okay, because we're trying to wrap up the show today, but let's look at something, one very vital question, which I think the young persons watching this show will want to know. If you look at your journey, you tried a lot of things, you failed, you succeeded, you made money, still making money, because I know you love money. Now, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you say to your younger self? If you could redo this journey, what would you do differently?
Maybe I could tell him. What could I tell him? This is a
Okay.
little deep question. So
Tough one, right?
yeah, it's a tough one. It's a deep one. Mm, I couldn't maybe change anything now. I mean, like in what he did or what I was doing, but I could reconfirm with one thing with to my younger self that believe in what you are believing more. Maybe I some point it's still I'm not happy with myself. Some points maybe I was distracted too many things. So I would reconfirm and reaffirm that stick to your goal and don't look at distractions at all. Just go.
Just before we go, what's your view on love and relationships?
Love and relationships. I'm a very emotional person, and in my entire life, I had maybe 4 or 5 serious relationships, and that's for me. It's I mean like it's not a big number. I think, I think 4 or 5. I believe that one. I don't know because of it's personal. It's because of month of because I was born in August. I don't know what was the reason for it, but I'm very emotional, and I always the relationships I had was very emotional and very transparent and very honest. So and very serious. So I believe in that one. It should happen very serious, honest, at least for my lifestyle. So I believe that it should be very serious. People should take it serious. I mean, like at least for me, I never took it like for just making fun or wasting time because I never had that extra time. And maybe it's also difficult to be in a relationship with me for the girls that I had in relationship with me. But I believe it should be serious and honest. Honest and serious could be something, and it's very valuable because I'm very emotional, and I think that it's a very essential part of life. Because I think when that's there, also it would affect the business, the overall process of life.
Since you're a very emotional person, how did that affect your business, your interaction with people, your relationships, basically?
The first 2 or 3 years of the company, I never watched TV, and I never had a serious relationship because of being too emotional. the first 2 3 years of the company. I didn't have 1 second watching any TV shows, movies, nothing, and no single serious relationship. No girl was in the radar of being serious relationship for me. The reason I didn't do that was exactly this thing that you told me. I'm too emotional, which it takes a very important role in my life, and I didn't want to have that happening for me in the first 2 3 years. Because I knew if I start that relationship, it would take a very strong role in my life, which then it will take from the focus of my life, and I cannot focus on the business. So 2 3 years, I made it totally not possible and totally what do you call it, forbidden for myself. 2 3 years, nothing, no serious relationship. Yeah, I was talking with some girls, just like maybe for fun, little like, but no serious relationship, because I knew it would distract me easily, because it takes a
So at some point you feel like when you're chasing a goal or when you're building something, you feel this relationships could be a distraction.
for me. Maybe for some other person, he's less emotional. He might not mind. He doesn't mind it. So
Yeah.
okay, for me, it takes a very important role in my life. The person will be too important for me, which I knew it would affect my job and my business as well. So I sacrificed all this. I sacrificed watching TV for 2 3 years. I sacrificed having a serious relationship with any girl for 2 3 years. Sacrifice comes as well during the journey. Maybe I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
Sacrificing many things to reach the goal. Maybe no one is ready to sacrifice 2 3 years of no serious relationship for what? For goal, for company, for money. I don't want that. I want to enjoy life. That's 80% of people maybe. And what? Not watching a TV, a single TV show, 2 years? No, I want to watch. But yeah,
Amazing, Ben. It's been a fantastic time having you on Fuse, and thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. And I know someone watching this will take a few points from this and take action. Thank you so much, Ben.
thank you so much.
It's been an amazing time. At least
Same
for the very long time, I've not met someone that loves money like you. Your passion for money is really, I don't know, out of this world or remarkable. I don't know. But I like the fact that you like making money. You love money. Probably you could give me 1 or 2 tips on how to make money after the show, of course.
Sure.
Amazing. So that's it on today's episode of Fuse. And of course, I know that Ben's story is a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and innovation. Take a moment to reflect on the insight he shared and possibly take action. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment, as your support is really appreciated. Thank you so much, and bye for now.